So this is the mess that I have to work with. It's not too bad, but yeah, the wires are kind of all over the place. So I need to strip everything out of here, and then I can start rebuilding this cabinet. Yeah, it is a mess. The battery is at 12.9, so I'm going to go ahead and unhook everything, and then these are the batteries I'm going to give to Rady. I disconnected everything from the charge controller, and all the wires on top of the batteries are removed. Yeah, you can tell this is all Arizona dust gotten in there. It's nasty, so I'm going to clean the batteries, then give them to Rady. I'm just going to take one out at a time. I am doing this at night because I didn't want any solar charge coming in. I'm going to put breakers on the solar panels. I should have done that a long time ago, but I never did. Now I'll have that on, so if I want to disconnect the solar panels, all I have to do is flip the breaker and it'll be good to go. So, yep. Now to remove these things. Ugh. I'm glad I'm switching to lithium because these are about 60-something pounds a piece, where lithium is like 20-something pounds. Alright, well, I have the lead acid batteries out. My lithium are down here. Take out the charge controllers and the inverter. And I can remove this shelf, and then I'll be able to build out the cabinet. All the batteries are out and cleaned up. I took baking soda and water and cleaned everything off. They look good. Just got your batteries cleaned up and out. Uh-huh. I am. All you can see is your flashlight. Yeah, I do. I want to do this at night because I don't want to do it while there's a charge coming in. So there are the batteries. Here's the wires. And there's the bolts. Now, okay, you don't have to use these wires. You can buy your own if you want to, but they come with the wires, and they work just fine. But if you wanted to update your wires and get newer wires, that's fine too. The back of the shelf definitely was failing. I'm glad that this is all going to be taken out and redone. There are my metal boards, which are pretty dusty themselves. Dang Arizona dust. Anyways, I'm going to clean those out. I still have to disconnect that side. And then I'll remove the batteries and I can get started on this messy cabinet. That was a chore. I'm going to take this last shelf out and all the other boards and clean up this mess. And then I'll probably build out the cabinet in the morning. When I was at the van build last time, they were supposed to replace this bottom board here. But it didn't look like they did. They just put another board on top. It's not even down. Well, I should have probably went behind them and checked, but I did not, so that's my own fault. But yeah, it's no worries, because I'm going to get this thing looking really, really good. I've taken everything out, swept the cabinet out. It's clean and empty. Just have to finish the walls, put some shelves in, and then reinstall everything. I am going to paint also, so that way if any moisture is in here, it doesn't soak into the wood. Well, it's a beautiful sunny day today, and I'm going to go ahead and get this cabinet finished. I just got to cut the wood and get it inserted into the cabinet. I'm just trying to make everything look nice and clean inside, because the cabinet's already built out. I just need to finish the inside. Alright, let's do this thing. I went ahead and dry fit it. It fit in perfectly. Although I did have to cut a notch out here for this electrical plug. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and screw that down and get another one cut. Alright, both walls are dry fit. That looks so much better. They're getting the batteries moved over to Radies, and this is the easiest way. Go tractor! The wall facings are in and attached, and 1 coat of paint. I'm gonna put 3 coats. It already looks much better. I believe it is basically done. Now I just have to put everything back in. I'm gonna leave this spot open here because I am gonna put an AC here, window unit, and then I'm going to hook it to the solar so I can run that. It'll be centrally located. And I did put a rubber matting down. That way it helps with the batteries, and if any water, fluids, anything gets there and the dust, it'll be easier to clean. It'll just make it easier. In general, it looks good too. I had extra matting, so decided to go ahead and use it. But yeah, I'm going to use this part since it's vented at the top for that AC, and hopefully I can get that worked out. I'm probably going to put that same matting there and then put a drain so that way the AC can drain out, but that's going to be a later project. I'll show you that when I decide to do it. I'm just dry fitting everything just to make sure it all fits. That way it looks 100% better. I've just got to secure everything down. The pizza is here. Awesome. Terry and Scott got us some pizza. Ooh, pepperoni. I love pepperoni.
Chicken, sausage, and mix
chicken? Oh my god. Is that the barbecue?
Yeah,
I love
this is
barbecue
chicken. And this is a meat marvel, I guess.
Ooh, pineapple.
Pineapple. It's a Hawaiian special.
Yummy.
Your specialty right here.
Thank you.
Your pepperoni.
Awesome, thanks.
You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alright, everything is cleaned up and run properly. I have the breakers in. There's 3 different systems. And this first battery set is done. I'm going to put a shelf here for this other system, but I don't have the batteries, so right now this is all I have. And I just have to get this wired. I'm running the wire now. There's also, I moved the charge controller up here where it was down there before. It was just a pain in the butt to get to. Now I can see it easier up here. There's the other 2 battery banks. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I was just running wire. I pulled out the old wire and I have the new wire run, well at least the positive side of it. I still have to run the negative because the old wire was not long enough, so I bought new wire. And this is actually copper, and it's a little bigger. It's the 6 instead of the 8, where this didn't have the copper wire in it. There is the other end. I've drilled a hole there so I can run it up. Up here, there's a hole there, and to this charge controller right there. And lastly, I'm going to take what's left and run these 2 cables to this charge controller. I have one more charge controller here, and that's that solar panel. But like I said, I don't have the batteries yet, so I have to wait on this system. I'll get that done later. I've got that end of the wire stripped. I almost forgot. This inline fuse. Yeah, I've got to cut that and put that in. It goes before this. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't forget that. I almost did. Alright, I have the heat shrink on for water protection and the inline fuse on. I just have to pull this tight and get it run down. I have it run to the other side. I just have to get it all tight and put it to the wall so it looks nice and neat. This is almost done. It looks so good, much better than it did before. Here's the extra wire. Just have to cut it to fit. I'm going to leave a little slack just in case. After I cut the wire, I have to put the ends on. Alright, I got both wires complete. I just have to hook them up. Yay, the house batteries are reconnected to the solar. I have the fuse in on the positive side. Just have to cut this breaker on and we'll be good to go. I don't hear no popping or sizzling of wires, so guess we're good. It's bringing in 3.5 amps. It's pretty cloudy today. And the battery's at 13.2 volts. Awesome. Everything is completely hooked up besides this set here because I still have to get the batteries and put the shelf in. But this is how this is supposed to be. I just have to flip this breaker here. Okay. No sizzling sounds or anything. And I have everything on a breaker and also fused. So we're good to go. Well, that was several days of work. I'm glad it's finally done. I'm gonna wait to put the shelf in. When I get the batteries, I'll do all that at once and I will show you. But for now, that is all I'm going to do. I wanna thank you for hanging out with me during this. Hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe and onward bound. Say bye, Momo. I almost forgot you, girl. You wanna say bye? Bye. Bye, y'all.